The world remembers Titanic for one iceberg, but history is rarely shaped by a single moment.
On the night of April 14, 1912, a single collision in the cold Atlantic changed history. But engineers remember something far more disturbing. Because Titanic didn't just sink. It failed from the inside out. What engineers discovered in the wreckage wasn't just impact damage. Deep inside her machines, where few passengers ever ventured, lay the true heart of the Titanic. Inside her engines, massive pistons driving three-story crankshafts. Inside her assumptions, unsinkable. Practically unsinkable, they said. But that word, practically, disappeared in the telling. The iceberg was only the beginning. Inside her assumptions, unsinkable. Practically unsinkable, they said. But that word, practically, disappeared in the telling. In 1912, RMS Titanic was the most advanced ship ever built. A floating city of steel and steam. 10 decks rising like tenements, neighborhoods divided by class. Every system was designed to defy the sea. 16 watertight compartments to contain any breach. Every system was designed to defy the sea. To make her unsinkable. Tonight, we are not retelling the tragedy. We are dissecting the machine, breaking her down to rivets and plates, calculations and compromises. 7 hidden engineering secrets. 7 design decisions made in Belfast between 1909 and 1911.
Details that still disturb engineers today. Choices that violate every safety principle we now hold sacred. Compromise.
One number once stopped the world in its tracks. 1 million. A milestone that symbolized, but behind that impressive figure was a distortion. The number looked clear, yet it concealed more than it revealed.
That figure wasn't real-world power. It was indicated horsepower in her sill, a theoretical value measured inside the engine, not whatever reached the wheels.
Power measured inside the cylinders. Pressure rising and falling with every stroke, calculated before friction, heat loss, or the real world could take its share. Not what reached the propellers. Friction, gearing, and heat stripped power away long before it could turn air into thrust. Real, usable power was lower. What mattered wasn't the promise on paper, but the smaller fraction that survived losses and actually did work. And wait until you see how one missing engine changed everything.
Titanic had a third engine few people talk about. Beyond the 2 massive reciprocating engines, a low-pressure steam turbine. It captured the exhaust steam from the main engines and turned what would have been wasted energy into additional thrust. The engines were designed for efficiency, not emergencies. Every component maxed normal operation. This low-pressure turbine cleverly reused exhaust steam from the main engines, increasing overall efficiency without additional fuel consumption.
By reusing exhaust steam from the main engines, the low-pressure turbine cut fuel consumption, maximizing efficiency on long voyages.
By reusing exhaust steam from the main engines, the low-pressure turbine cut fuel consumption, maximizing efficiency on long voyages. The turbine could not reverse, meaning it could only push the ship forward,
limiting maneuverability in critical situations.
While the turbines boosted efficiency, they introduced critical limitations that could not be ignored.
As the iceberg loomed ahead, commands were swiftly issued to alter the ship's course. And with that, the story reaches its full stop.
The order is given. Full astern. Engines roar as the ship struggles against the momentum. The engines respond unevenly, each propeller struggling against the other, creating instability in the ship's movement. The engines respond unevenly, each propeller struggling against the other, creating instability in the ship's movement. Some propellers move backward as ordered, but others fail to respond, causing instability and confusion on deck.
Some hesitated.
Seconds decided fate. But what happened below deck was even more unsettling.
Flooding wasn't random.
It followed physics. Boiler Room 6 was breached first. Water climbed as the bow sank. Not through doors. Over bulkheads. Design met gravity. One watertight door was reportedly open. A door designed to save the ship. A door left open under extreme pressure. This vent is possibly designed to manage steam and heat within the system, ensuring safe operation. In critical moments, a single human decision can change the course of events. Some achievements emerge only when human determination meets impossible conditions. Under extreme pressure, every choice counts, shaping outcomes in critical moments. These readings challenged every known law, leaving experts baffled and theories in flux. The boilers were flooding, threatening the entire system as engineers scrambled to regain control. Steam pressure should have collapsed, sending engineers into immediate crisis management. Against all expectations, the steam pressure held, at least for now. Against all expectations, the steam pressure held, at least for now. The crew stayed below deck, watching the boilers with wary eyes.
Every action they took was buying the others time, a race against rising pressure. But one engineering shortcut sealed everything, turning careful work into imminent danger.
Some were softer wrought iron. Unlike steel's uniform structure, wrought iron contained slag inclusions. Harland and Wolff used softer wrought iron rivets that could be installed faster. The choice was clear: speed. Used in the bow to save time. White Star Line demanded an aggressive construction schedule.
Even a small leak can lead to major damage over time. Here's what to look for and how to prevent it. The Titanic didn't fail because of careless engineering. Its design and construction were exemplary, but a series of... The Titanic didn't fail because her engineers were careless. She failed because humans trusted perfection.
Engineering is never just steel and numbers. It is people, judgment, creativity, and the responsibility that comes with every decision.
In engineering and life, failure is rarely about materials or calculations. It is decisions, how we choose. Every decision carries a price. Even the smallest choice can ripple outward, affecting countless lives and shaping history.
If you love history beyond myths and engineering beyond headlines, subscribe and join us on this journey.